What are famous plastic surgeons' most memorable procedures? Stay tuned because it's full throttle.
I have my incredible partners at Dallas Plastic Surgery Institute. We're going to talk about some crazy procedures that they've seen or done that worked and why.
Most impressive case I've probably seen or done was a abdominal wall transplant. We actually transplanted another patient's abdominal wall to that patient. And we used the blood vessels of that other patient's abdomen, the abdominal wall, and plugged it into the groin vessels. Very surprised, but it did great.
Probably the craziest thing that I've ever seen of a guy who was a teacher who had just a run-of-the-mill inguinal hernia, which is a groin hernia.
Yep.
But it progressed so much that he had complete loss of abdominal domain. So all of his intestines were through his scrotal sac. A 60-pound scrotal sac that had so much lymphedema.
That would be a good picture. Maybe not. Maybe not. Really? 60 pounds?
60 pounds of scrotum. We reduced all of they had to do a massive abdominal wall reconstruction to fit everything back in there. He was in the ICU for 2 months, but he made it up and he survived.
Hey, Doc audience. I'm here with world famous Dr. Rohrich and expert patient coordinator and guest host Ellery Mileger. So this is full throttle topic, right? That was actually the birthday edition of Hey Doc for your birthday, which was incredible. That's a whole nother episode, but yeah, I mean, the most memorable procedures. We actually talked to a lot of the people there about that. And I'm sure it was incredible. That was just a couple of highlights.
Right. I mean, that's real plastic surgery. Taking out somebody's abdominal wall, getting it from another person and putting it in, and then the big hernia and oh my God, all these trauma things. It's kind of the magic of plastic surgery. I mean, we operate from head to toe, and that's who and what we are. That's why it says plastic surgery, to mold and to make.
I'm honestly a little bit too stunned to speak right now from what I just heard, but I do think that those stories are just a good reminder of how important the plastic surgery realm is, and that it's just so much more than what you see in the superficial things. Right. It is so much deeper than that. I'm mind blown right now. I don't know how much time we have, but I would love to hear y'all's craziest stories. But I could.
You don't have enough time for that.
This could be a full entire Netflix documentary special. Hearing y'all just the crazy stories.
When I was in residency, Rod was our chairman, and he would always say, "Thank God for plastic surgery," because and what he meant was it was kind of funny because we all kind of picked up on it, but it's true. Plastic surgery is an incredible specialty. It's the most diverse specialty in the world. We are the real surgeons that operate all over the body. So it's not, now we do primarily just aesthetic surgery, but in our careers, we did all sorts of stuff: craniofacial surgery in children, cleft lip, palate, microsurgery, attaching fingers, taking bowel out of the stomach and putting it up in the neck to reconstruct cancer cases, doing 5 free flaps on kids that have been bit in the face. I mean, it's just incredible. And it goes on, hand surgery, right? I mean, it's an incredible specialty.
Last week I had a patient came back with her mother, who had a really bad nasal deformity, and we did the unveiling of her nose, and she cried, her mother cried, and the grandma was there, and I almost cried, but that's why we do what we do. And all these cases are just representations of that, and it's really the art and science of who and what we are. And you got to find a purpose in your life, and it's got to be purpose driven. And for us, of course, it's plastic surgery, and we're just glad to be part of our lives. And I never work a day in my life, and neither do you, Bill, right?
That's right. But hopefully you caught that unveiling on TikTok.
I did.
Yeah, we figured it. That's full throttle. But if you like that, check out the 5 things you don't want to do in plastic surgery.